Desmond McCourty won't be able to join us, but our next guest is a 10-year NFL vet. He led the Patriots last season with 8 sacks, but more importantly, he's now a Super Bowl champ, defensive end Rob Ninkovich. Thank you so much for joining us.
That sounds nice. I like that.
I figured you'd say that. I figured you'd say that.
There's a good ring to it.
A lot of hard work going into that one. So, again, I'm excited to add that to the resume.
What's your chances of repeating? Wolford's gone, Revis is gone, Brown is gone. What's your chances?
Starts right now in training camp. Again, this is where you put in all the hard work. This is where it starts. When you put in those long days of training camp, put the pads back on. It feels good to be back out here with my teammates, and I'm excited.
What's the mindset of the team right now with this whole Deflategate suspension hanging over the
really
issue?
Just focus on what you can do. To be a better football player. For me, every day coming in, doing the best that I can to be a better football player. Even at year 10, I'm still learning, still trying to progress as a defensive end. And, again, for me, it's exciting that, all that stuff happened last year, but it's over with. And you really have to, close that book. That's over with, start a new book, and, it starts in training camp.
All this Deflategate stuff, how much of a motivational factor do you think that's going to be for the team this season?
Again, there's always motivating factors, for teams, and for my personal goals. I'm always motivated. Every year I'm motivated to go out there and play to the best of my abilities, and continue to carry on that Patriot tradition, which is playing good football and being a winning team.
What do you see from Tom Brady right now out here on this practice field? Any different? Is he more gunned up than usual, or he's just same old Tom?
Tommy's always gunned up. I mean, Tom is a tremendous competitor. No matter what he's doing, he's competing. He's trying to be the best at what he does. So, every day he comes out here and, he holds everyone to a high standard. And, that's what it's supposed to be like, holding everyone accountable.
Troy Brown was just on our desk, and he described him as pissed. Is that fair to say?
Again, like I said, Tommy is a tremendous competitor, and he's always competing, and he's always trying to be the best at what he does.
How much will you indeed miss a Revis and a Brown?
Again, every year there's going to be turnover in the National Football League. You see it in every single team. There's guys coming, there's guys going, and, really you just have to adjust, and you have to, work hard in training camp with the guys that are here and move forward.
You know what? I think somebody's got a chance to knock y'all off. That's right. I said it. I said it. Right. I said it. Guess what? I'm looking at it. We were in Floral Park, New Jersey. I know they don't have. I know it's quarterback questions. Buffalo, New York, to a lesser degree Miami. But I think how tough it might be in the AFC East might be a little bit tougher than you're accustomed to because of the dominance that y'all have displayed. Won the last 6 AFC East titles.
There's always every Sunday is a tough football game. Every team in the league has tremendous football players. So, to be a good football team, you have to practice well, you have to put in the time, you have to put in the effort, and I feel like we do that every year. We put in the time, we put in the effort, we do the things that you need to do to win in this league. So, again, this year's like no other year. We're just going to come out here and we're going to work hard, and we're going to, go out there and play good football.
But isn't it fair to say, Mr. Ninkovich, that it's really about the fact that you have Tom Brady? That's why y'all ain't worried. Isn't that fair to say?
Again, Tom is a tremendous quarterback. I love Tom as my quarterback, and again, he's going to compete. He's going to do like he always does, and that's beat Tom and play at a high level.
Stephen A., this is the perfect New England Patriot. This is the perfect Belichick.
Totally. You've adapted to the Patriot way.
No. That's who he is. Beautiful. That's who he is. I'm not mad at him.
You can just pepper him with questions all day long, and he will continue.
Well, we're running out of time, so I can't. I wish I could, because I got some questions about that defense.
I'll be here all day. Come on now.
Got to take it game by game.
That's right.
He can do
one
that.
game at a time.
That's what happens when you're a Super Bowl champion.
Yes, congratulations again on that. And our tour is over, guys. Back in Bristol on Monday. I want to say happy birthday to our producer, Brian Bork. Thank you so much.
How old is he, 50?
Yeah.
Is he 50?
I think it's a milestone one. I think it's Dirty 30. Yep, I put you on blast. Sorry there. All right, back from Bristol, ESPN2 on Monday. Thank you to the Patriots, the Jets, the Bills for having us, our little AFC tour. And thanks to both of you gentlemen for being wonderful as always. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for making it out here, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it, man. Thank you so much.
This next story is one I really don't like having to report. Unfortunate situation again here. 49ers linebacker Aldon Smith arrested Thursday night for hit and run, DUI, and vandalism, according to the police in Santa Clara, California. This is Smith's third arrest for drunken driving. He was suspended for the first 9 games of last season for violating the NFL's personal conduct and substance abuse policy. Stephen A., it's becoming a pattern. Your reaction?
What do y'all want me to say? I mean, I'm so sad for this brother.
It's terrible.
And what I'm about to say, I'm not proud of. He obviously needs help. He needs to be in rehab. But with all due respect, not before he spent some time in prison. This is his 3rd DUI arrest. It is the 3rd time you have endangered human beings other than yourself.
True.
It's at least the 2nd time. I'm sorry, it is the 3rd time.
Mm-hmm.
But one of those times, if I remember correctly, he was out there 7 in the morning while kids were about to go to school, waiting by the little bus. So just imagine for 1 second, you're a parent out there, and you walk your child, or your child is at the bus stop. They're 7, 8, 9 years old, or whatever the case may be. Who in God's name is expecting a drunk driver to be riding around at 7 o'clock in the morning? And that was his last offense. And by the way, I think he only served 11 days of community service, or whatever the case may be. Enough's enough. I usually reserve these comments for criminals. I would never say that about somebody who has a problem, which clearly he has. He has a problem with alcohol. But the fact that you continue to get behind the wheel, this was not just a DUI charge. This is vandalism as well. There's a hit and run charge that took place. This brother got to go to jail, man.
He does.
I hate to say this. I'm sorry. There's so many brothers that I know in the league. And when I say brothers, I'm talking black, white. I'm talking everybody. There's so many brothers in the league that I know, that I'm cool with, and I know how I'm going to be looked at. Now, I'm about the business of saving lives.
Yeah.
You can't have a dude that's getting behind the wheel on multiple occasions and endangering the lives of others, not just himself. You can't have that. And this is what he is doing. So he needs to go to rehab and get help. But the first order of business, because last time I checked, I don't think they serve any brew in jail.
Yeah.
This brother need to be behind bars. He need to serve. He need to do a few months. You know, where they close in the cage, and you behind bars. You ain't gonna get a drink then. Make sure you use that to become sober. And then when you get out, go get your counseling. Don't even notice I ain't even bring up football. There's no way in hell that Aldon Smith should be playing this upcoming season. No. He should be playing this upcoming season. I mean, I said that about Sheldon Richardson because of the heinous, but you know, just talking to him yesterday, all of this other stuff, you know, I look at it and said, okay, 4 to 8 games might be better. But Aldon Smith, behind the wheel, drunk again. Now you got to go to jail. I'm sorry. He's got to go to jail.
So at what point do we quit calling this story sad? Because I keep hearing, oh, it's so sad, and I get that, but at some point,
it's a good point, Skip.
It's just sorry and bad. I
think it's sad if someone has a problem, that they have a problem, if they're suffering from alcoholism. I think it's sad.
Okay, but at some point, he needs to be held accountable, as you started to do there. I'm so with you on this, because this brother at one point was considered maybe the best pass rusher in pro football. He was such a game changer that he has been coddled, and he has been enabled to continue to fail and fail and fail because he feels he's entitled, because he's so gifted that he says, I got this, and I got it again because they're going to have my back because they need me so bad. Now they need him because the 49ers are just flat out crumbling before your very eyes. And it hurts me. The sad part to me is our guy Eric Mangini. I consider him a friend.
I love Eric.
I've had my clashes with him, but I love him. And I
I'm
respect
happy
him.
and proud of him that he's back in the NFL.
Yeah, and he's the new defensive coordinator of this. With this, somewhere
he'll make it work. He'll make it work.
He'll make it work. But trust me, when he heard this news, I assume earlier today, he fell off his chair. I got all these problems, and I got that. Now I'm losing this guy. Well, it's that sense of arrogance. I'm above the law. I'm entitled. I'm above society. I don't play by the same rules you people play by.
You know what? That could be it, Skip. Or it could be that he just really, really has the problem that you've highlighted in the past. He only had 2 sacks last year, and it was in the same game. But I will tell you this: MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving,
you got it,
and other organizations. You know, I mean, they speak against this religiously, and they do fantastic work. And I got news for you. For a lot of people out there that want to sit there and look at somebody like myself and say, my man, you know, give the brother a chance. No, he's had multiple chances. And keep in mind, when a car hits you because somebody behind the wheel is drunk, that car and that driver does not see color. You understand? It can hit somebody black just like it can hit somebody white, just like it can hit somebody from any ethnicity. I don't give it. This guy needs to be behind bars for this.
To piggyback on both of your points, and I don't want to quote Chris Carter here, but when he was cut, didn't he say that was the best thing that ever happened to him to get his life together and get his career?
He was lying. What else is new? What? I'm so surprised. Somebody stood up there and looked at the cameras and said, I am healed. I have learned. I
know. What I'm saying is that by not being able to play, by going to jail, by going to rehab, that can benefit him in the end as a player, as a person, to get his life back on track.
Well, I guess what I'm saying to you, Molly, is that's why I brought up jail. Because after he went through something like that last time, and just in terms of being suspended, just in terms of being out of the game and having to do community service, he looked in the camera and said,
I'm agreeing with you,
that's what I'm saying. I know. I'm just saying that my point is that's why I bring up jail, because that's when we'll know. Because like I said, I don't think they serve brew behind bars.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll also point out, I do know a couple of guys that have reached out to him and mentored him in the league, and former NFL players as well, tried to work with Aldon Smith because he is such a special talent. And I know don't want to be insensitive, but to bring it back to football, they lost 4 of their last 5. There's a lot of issues there. They have a new coach in Jim Tomsula, so a lot going on there in San Francisco. But we're in New England, and more First Take after the break from Foxborough.